Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, today's video is an interesting video to me. I think I've seen a few of these throughout the years, but it's not a video I see a ton of people doing. And so it came about because I had reached a creative roadblock because y'all, life is life, and I was like, I want to keep up with what, filming. I know life happens, and I know people need to take a break, and I know you can't always upload, as much as you normally do. My goal when I started this channel was always to at least the bare minimum upload once a week. And that's because I know for me, my favorite YouTubers to watch when they just disappear, and it's like, oh my goodness, what is going on? You wonder about them, and then you feel sad because you don't have, some content from your favorite creators. So that has been my goal, and so far I've kept it. I hope it stays that way, but like I said, I understand life be lifing, because it's lifing, okay? So I was talking to my brother. I was like, do you have any ideas? I just can't think of anything. My brain isn't working. I have things, I don't know, it's a way I like to film. And I'm waiting on some items, and so I was like, I just can't think of what to do, that I don't want to do a video and it's like I'm telling you the same thing again and again and again, just put out content. Because some bigger creators I've noticed do that, and it irks me to no end. And I said, I don't ever want to do that. So he was like, what about back to school? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I've never done that. I've never done a back to school video. So today is the back to school fragrance video teacher's edition. So I picked some fragrances. I'm already back to school. I'm already back at work, okay? But when the teachers start going back to work, I was like, I looked through my collection, what would I want to smell like? And then I thought about elementary, I thought about preschool, I thought about secondary, how would I want to smell? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm excited because I've never done this video. So the first, I kind of divided these up into categories too. So I'm thinking you're going back in August. Usually where most people live, it's going to be hot in August. Usually the majority is hot. So I was thinking, what are some good freshies that's also pretty, And I tried to pick perfumes that were more on the affordable side, because I know, just talking to people throughout the years, women throughout the years, you have some women who they're like, I'm not spraying my expensive perfume just to come to work, okay? And so that's why I try to choose perfumes that aren't too expensive and that I know you can get at a discounted price on different websites. And I also I have fragrance mist also, because I know I've talked to women throughout the years, they're like, some women just don't wear perfume, period. And then you have some that they don't want to wear what they call their good perfume to work, and they'll just wear fragrance mist. So I have perfume to share with you, my recommendations for teachers. And when I say teachers, I mean anyone going back to work in the school system, but I'm gonna focus it on teachers. And then I have my fragrance mist. So we're just gonna jump into it, like I said, with the freshies. And the first one I have here is Finery Before the Rainbow. Now this is, they say, a dupe of Joe Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. This one is fresh, it's pretty to me, it's aquatic, it's woody, it's something that you wear and you just smell really, really good. It doesn't smell perfumey, Okay, so I was thinking if you're really hot, you got that morning duty, you know, recess duty, because guess what? It's too hot by midday where they won't be going outside where I am because it's too hot. You can't take them out when it's that hot. So if you have early recess duty, this is good. If you have that end of the day car duty, you know, you're outside, it's hot, it's miserable, but you still be smelling fierce and fresh and divine. I love this. And I just love this Finery. I love the name of this perfume. I just love this perfume. Finery's Before the Rainbow. Okay, the next perfume I have is MAC Turquic. And again, it's hot. If you're in, and I tried to divide it up into categories. If you're a freshy type of girl, woman, you like to, you know, you don't want to smell perfumey. You just want to smell clean but pretty. These are the ones. This is this category. MAC Turquic. I told y'all, I feel like I was smelling myself when I first wore this, and I felt like I smelled like the best shower. I had taken the best shower of my life. And so you've been at work, you're running around, and even if you don't have duty, just moving around. It's not like these buildings, schools, or anywhere. It's not like it's freezing because everybody's trying to save money. So you're just gonna get hot usually throughout the day, period, when you go back to school because it's hot. This is good. Oh my goodness. Like I said, affordable, and I also tried to pick fragrances that are easily accessible. So that's what I was thinking about. I was trying to make it affordable, easy accessible, and easy reaches. Like, you don't have to think about any of these that I have in this list. You just get up and go and reach, spray. You know you smell good. It just depends on how you want to smell for the day. So these, the freshies, I was thinking you're going back in August. It's hot. I was thinking about if you have recess duty, if you're on the bus, you know, you just want to smell fresh and super clean, but still super feminine. Can't go wrong with either one of these. And again, this is MAC Turquic. Okay, the next category we have is going to be fruity. So I couldn't leave this off because it's easy reach. You know you smell good. You don't have to think about it. And that is Kayali Eden Juicy Apple 01. I mean, even they didn't have to think about it because they said they got it right the first time with this one. It's fruity, it's juicy, it's sweet, it's a little crisp with that apple. Like I've said a million times, every time I talk about this fragrance, it smells like a body spray from Victoria's Secret, but elevated. And so you know you smell good. You just smell good. If you want an easy fruity fragrance, you know you smell good. This is it. This wouldn't offend. I can't imagine this offending anyone because you just smell fruity. It's not, you know, potent where it would overwhelm somebody. You just smell good. You just smell good. And I just had to have this in here for a fruity fragrance. You can, this size is under $100. Some Sephora's carry Kayali. I think most carry this one in store. So I figured this is a good one you could find in store at least, but it's just beautiful. Again, that is Kayali Eden Juicy Apple. Okay, the next fragrance I want to talk about is for your watery, fruity scent, okay? And that is Dolce & Gabbana 3 L'Homme Patrice. Now it's just L'Homme Patrice. They took the 3 off. See the dent. This is your watermelon. Oh, this is your watermelon, like fruit. What is that? I always say this, you know, the water, fruit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word right now. Where you have, you know, where it's sitting and you put in your fruits and it gets into the water. That's what this smells like. It's a watery, kind of tart. Like, this is one, it smells better in the air, okay? but it's an easy reach, especially for the hot weather. I went to convocation one year. We were outside, hot, waiting on the bus, walking to the building. Everywhere you go is hot. I got compliments on this. They were like, you smell so good. And I was sweating. Y'all, I'm a sweater. If you knew here, I sweat. So many compliments. This is another one that's pretty, but it works. It's pretty in the heat. It's watery fruitiness that just works. So I would suggest, this is one, when I first got it, because it was just hyped up on YouTube to no end when I first purchased this. And at first I was disappointed, but then after I finally wore it and got whiffs of it throughout the air and the compliments were pouring in, I got it. It's not one that smells just divine from the bottle. You know, I smell it from the bottle, but I know how it smells like in the air, so I'm like, oh. But from the bottle, it's not one that just smells just so great. It's not, this is another one that when you smell up close, it's not just so great. This is one, it works best in the air. And I just love it, highly recommend it. Think it's an easy reach to go back to school, especially in August. This is what I base these fragrances on, going back in the, you know, at the end of summer where it's really hot. That's what I'm basing these fragrances on. So this is my other fruity fragrance. Again, this is Dolce & Gabbana L'Impératrice. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the sweet fragrances. I have been stuck on sweet fragrances all summer. I don't know what my problem is. I've just been wanting sweet fragrances. And you're going to see I'm not, you know, exaggerating when you see this bottle. So this is Skylar's Boardwalk Delight. Do you see that? I have not had this fragrance for a super long time. It's been a few months. Look at that. Okay? Okay. When I smell this, when I think of back to school, I think predominantly early education, elementary school teachers. Because you're around the little children and they give you hugs and they're on you, especially in early education. Because I remember I would have parents say, we know when you loved on our babies, we know you love them all the time, because guess what, Shaughnessy? They come home smelling like you. So this makes me think of that, because it's easy, it's light, it's sweet, it's airy. It's not complicated. It won't suffocate you in the heat. I believe this was in one of my summer recommendations video. If you haven't seen it, I will link it above. It's perfect for the heat, but you still want to smell sweet. And I know the kids would just love it, okay? They would just be like, you smell so good. Because it's sweet, cotton candy-ish, like coconutty too, just sugary, but it's just like a transparent sweetness that is so good and smells so good in the heat. When it amplifies, it smells even better. So this is for anyone who wants a sweet fragrance when you're returning to work, school, in the heat. But I just immediately thought of like elementary, pre-K, because the kids would just love you because you just smell so sweet and delicious, but it's not too much at all. So love this. As you can see, I might get through this one this summer, and this is not any project use it up or nothing, because I just bought it not too long ago. And again, that is Boardwalk Delight. Okay, this next fragrance is, I had to put it in here because number one, I have just been craving this. I have just been trying to use up something else, and then I'm gonna just go to town on this fragrance DNA because I've been craving it. And I do feel like it works in, you know, going back to school, because it's a scent that I finally realized it's not too much in the heat if you're not just sitting in the heat. Now, would I want to be wearing this and I'm sitting outside in the dead of heat? No. But to go back to work, you're inside, you're going in and outside, but not staying outside too long. I feel like it's a good one. Some people just wear it and it doesn't bother them in the heat at all. But I did want to mention it because, like I said, it's been on my mind. I'm going to be wearing it back to work too. And I've been wearing these to work. And this is Sol de Janeiro's Chorosa 62 Eau de Parfum. We all know Boom Boom Cream, the body mist. This is a creamy, nutty, pistachio, caramel, warm, sweet scent that smells alluring, but still not too much for work, in my opinion. I could see any pre-K to high school, I could see wearing this scent because it's very, you can say sexy in a not too much kind of way, you know, on the verge maybe. It's just a good, warm, sweet scent that we all know is a compliment getter. So if you love sweet fragrances, this is one I highly recommend. Spray yourself down and go to work feeling good with Chorosa 62. Okay, my last sweet fragrance is the Truly Unicorn Fruit. And this is reminiscent and smells similar to Pink Sugar, but I prefer this one over Pink Sugar. And that's why I put it in here. This is soft. Again, this makes me think of preschool, pre-K, you know, elementary teachers. But again, anyone can wear it. But I just know kids love sweet smelling fragrances because those were the ones the kids loved to smell on me. And this is that. It's just a toned down, softer version of the original Pink Sugar. And it's sugary sweet, cotton candy sweet, but don't think juvenile. You just smell sweet, fluffy, and delicious. And I love it, and I think it's a great back to school fragrance for teachers, staff, whoever wants to wear it. It's a good one. Truly Unicorn Fruit. Now, these last three perfumes are kind of my super professional. I think of principals, I think of teachers, I think of anyone wearing these fragrances, but you don't want to, some people don't want to smell sweet or fruity or going to work. So these are for the ones who still want to smell very womanly, even though to me all the ones I mentioned are very womanly, but womanly in the very professional type of way, but still soft and feminine. So this is a perfume I have in here that you do have to order online unless you can find it in your Sephora's, that also falls into the category of, I have one for this category where you don't want to smell like you're wearing, you want a very soft fragrance that will not offend and that people have to really get up on you. You just want to know you smell good, but you really don't want other people smelling you. That's what this falls into, because you can spray this so lightly that it will give off that vibe. And that is Kayali Musk 12. This is my second travel size spray of this because I am bound and determined whenever the full size bottles come back in stock, I'm getting the biggest one. This is a soft, very feminine, musky, sweet, soft, musky fragrance that even if you spray yourself down heavily, it never would be beast mode, ever. So this is one, if you're the type who doesn't like to wear fragrances, loud fragrances, or not even loud, you're the type that you don't ever want to offend someone by your fragrance. You're very cognizant of that. And you just want something that's in your bubble, but if people come in your bubble, you smell good. Perfect. Perfection. Kayali Musk 12. Okay, this next one is an absolute love of mine. I've gone through two 3 travel sprays of this, and now it's time for me to, you know, break into the big bottle, and that is Valentino's Voce Viva. This is just a soft citrus vanilla perfume that's easy to wear anytime, any season, any job, any profession. I feel like this would work. I feel like this would work going back to school. I feel like this would work no matter what your position is. It's just an easy reach, beautiful, you smell good, you smell classy, you smell womanly fragrance. I love it. You can't go wrong with it to me. This is Valentino's Voce Viva. Okay, the last perfume I have here is, if you notice, I didn't put any predominantly floral fragrances. I know some people don't wear heavy floral fragrances to work because of allergies. And also in August, I'm really not thinking usually for me about floral fragrances too much. So I was going off of what I would wear to work, what I have been wearing to work, what I plan to wear when, you know, everybody's back on campus at work. So that's how I based this off on, and I broke it down into categories that, you know, I felt like worked for everyone also. So this is my floral fragrance for going back to school, and that is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs. This is a newer fragrance to my collection. I'm gonna spray it out because it's kind of hard to smell it from the bottle. But this is one that was love at first sniff for me. Oh my goodness. It is a warm, sweet floral. And you know, Marc Jacobs fragrances are known for just being pretty, uncomplicated, you smell good. So if I was going to do a floral fragrance because of the season, and I just know some people don't like wearing heavy floral fragrances around a lot of people, because that seems to be the one genre of fragrance that sometimes can have an adverse effect on someone, like they have bad allergies or something. So I just know people, and I don't tend to wear like overly floral fragrances at work either. So that was my reasoning. Oh my goodness. But this is a beautiful, warm, sweet, fruity floral fragrance. Oh my, you just smell good. You just smell good, okay? Bottle is cute. Can't go wrong. Daisy Love, Marc Jacobs. Okay, so those were the perfumes that I recommend for the staff going back to work at school. Now we're going to talk about the fragrance mist. So the first one I have down is Pure Wonder. This has notes of ice rosé, star jasmine, and warm white amber. I chose this for my perfumey mist. You know, this smells like a perfume to me. So if you want to go to work and you don't want to wear a perfume, but you don't want to smell like you're wearing a fragrance mist, this is a good one. Pure Wonder is good. Oh my goodness, that and Daisy Love, oh my goodness, they'll be perfect together. Layering combo. I love Pure Wonder. I love Pure Wonder. Year round, it's warm, it's sparkling, it's sweet, it's just good. It's a little floral. Like I said, it's a perfumey. Think of a sparkling perfume. That's what this is, kind of a sparkling, effervescent fragrance mist that warms up with that amber, and then you have that jasmine that's not too much, and then it's got a little sweetness in here, and it's just good. It is so good. I have gifted this to people and they have just fallen in love with it. Highly recommend. Can't go wrong. You'll be smelling as good as anybody else wearing a perfume back to school. Pure Wonder. Okay, another one in the perfumey realm. This is 1,000 Wishes. This has notes of pink prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peonies, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. Ooh, do I want to spray it again? Or I'm gonna spray it just to refresh it. I can still smell it. Now this is one I used up. It was in that awful, horrendous red packaging, and I'm thinking maybe that's why I just hated it. I mean, I didn't hate it. It smelled good, but I didn't get the hype for 1,000 Wishes. I just didn't. And then I was smelling this, some video, and I was like, "Girl, what's wrong with you? 1,000 Wishes is the bomb." And our secretary at work, she wears this, and she be smelling good, girl. This is a sweet berry, again, kind of bubbly, sweet smelling perfumey mist. Oh, so good. Great for back to school. You, like I said, if you don't want to wear a perfume, but you still want to smell like you're wearing a perfume, Pure Wonder and 1,000 Wishes, honey. Good. Another one. Y'all, this is my life, and I'm not getting up to get the top. Cactus Blossom. This has notes of cactus flower petals, sun-kissed coconut, and fresh sparkling lemon. This is another strong one. You will, if you let's say you don't want to wear your perfumes going to work because you don't want to go through them. Maybe you don't have a ton of perfumes like, us YouTubers, and you want to save your perfumes for when you're going somewhere special or it's a special occasion. And so you wear your fragrance mist because, like I said, I've talked to women and they do that. This is one, you spray it, it's strong, you have arrived. These are ones I'm mentioning that you don't have to worry about, I don't have my perfume, but you want to smell like you're wearing a perfume. The three I just showed you included, you don't have to worry about that. You smelling good. And this is one you can get they just released this at Bath and Body Works. You can get it now. It's good. Cactus Blossom. Another one that is really pretty, this is Gingham Gorgeous. This has notes of pink strawberries, peach nectar, and peach blooms. This is another one that's kind of perfumey. It's fruity floral, very feminine. Yes. Now this is not one I would say, in my opinion, really smells like a perfume, but it's a strong fragrance mist, and you will smell just wonderful. It smells so good. So yeah, Gingham Gorgeous, another one, good to go back to work. Okay, I also, y'all knew I was gonna put this in here. Let's say you're still thinking, oh, I'm vacation. Oh, I'm not ready to go back, but I want to smell like I'm not at work. Cocoa Paradise. This has notes of salted coconut, manoi, sugar neroli, and bronze sandalwood. I put this one in here because it is a unique coconut scent. To me, this is like a perfumey coconut scent. It's got that tropicalness, it's got that beachiness, it's got that little sexiness to it, but it's not too much. And if you still, your body is at work, mentally you have to be back at school, but you want to get whiffs and wafts of wishing you were still on your destination vacation and not back at work, this is a good one. Cocoa Paradise, honey, that's good. Another one that you want to smell bougie and still want to smell like you are, somewhere living your best life, even though you at work. Fresh Getaway. This has bright yuzu citrus and fresh ocean air. Yeah, you can be in there teaching. You can be in that office working, and then you'll get a little whiff to this, and you'll be like, man, I'm here working, doing what I got to do, but I sure smell like I'm on a yacht. This is a good one. Fresh Getaway. Another one that I kind of feel that goes with the Pure Wonder, the Thousand Wishes, in that category, but a little bit toned down. I wore this recently to a district meeting, and so I was talking to someone, and she was like, I just have to stop. You smell so good. What are you wearing? This is Sweet Petal Pound Cake. This has notes of candied rose, raspberry swirl, and frosted bundt cake. This is how I like to wear a floral. This is sweet, it's creamy, it's a little rosy, it's womanly, it's beautiful. You know, you just smell like a pretty woman. Pretty woman walking down the street. That's how you smell. Oh, so good. And I am kicking myself. Y'all, I was like, girl, you got 2. You don't need to get 3 because you got whipped rose latte and whipped rose vanilla. But I don't know, y'all. I'm beginning to think, do I prefer Sweet Petal Pound Cake to those? Do I like Sweet Petal Pound Cake better than whipped rose vanilla and whipped rose latte, which is the same thing? Do I? I'm a little worried that I might. And that's why I didn't get 3, because I was like, girl, you got those. But oh, it's good, y'all. It's good. Oh, Sweet Petal Pound Cake. Now I'm going to talk about a couple fragrance mists that if you just want to smell easy, sweet, and pretty. You know, it's not complicated. You know you smell good, and you just want to smell sweet and airy, and it's not too much in the heat. This is Among the Clouds. This has notes of wildberry skies and whipped vanilla clouds. And this is berry heavy with vanilla in the dry down. But if you want a sweet, pretty berry vanilla scent, this is good. This is good. At first I was like, yeah, it's all right. But the more I've smelled this, it is really pretty. It is. It's nothing, you know, that you've never smelled. It's nothing super unique, but it is really pretty for what it is. And you will know that you will smell pretty and sweet and fruity at work. Compliment getter, love it. Among the Clouds. This fragrance mist is top tier for me. I'll never get tired of it. This is full, and I'm going to show you what it is, and I'll tell you why. This is Cotton Candy Clouds. This has notes of spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. This is full because I have been using Boardwalk Taffy, and so that's why I haven't touched Cotton Candy Clouds. But I've used up all my Boardwalk Taffy. And I'm still sad. Even though I have Cotton Candy Clouds, Boardwalk Taffy is the OG, the original. So I'm still sad that it's all gone. But y'all, this is the epitome of sweet, of airy sweetness. It's the epitome of it. I wore this, well, I wore Boardwalk Taffy, which is the same thing, all June and most of July, because I couldn't stop. Perfection. It never felt too much in the heat. It never, and I was wearing it with Boardwalk Delight a lot of days, and I just smell so good. So if you want to smell sweet, airy, fluffy, pretty, you cannot go wrong with Cotton Candy Clouds. And again, like I said, the ones I'm mentioning, I believe that these two would be the early education and the elementary, that they would just hug you and think you just smell so sweet, and you might get 20 hugs because you smell so good to them. These would be the ones that I just know though the students would love. So yeah, can't go wrong again with Cotton Candy Clouds. Okay, this next fragrance I want to mention, now we're talking about the hot ones. You know, I like to put the fresh ones in here. You're hot, you're outside, you're working, you're on the bus, whatever you're doing, You just want to smell clean and fresh. This is a latest release from Bath & Body Works. This is Endless Sea. I forgot to get the notes, y'all, but this is your aquatic, sweet, kind of cottony, fresh a little bit. I pick up in here. Fragrance mist. You just smell shower fresh in like a bougie way, a little bougie way. It's not just soap and water. It's more than that. It's good if you want an aquatic fragrance, if you want a fresh fragrance, if you want to just smell clean. That is how you want to smell going to work. You can't go wrong, in my opinion, with Endless Sea. And this next one, the last one I'm going to mention from Bath & Body Works, y'all had to know it was coming. This is Fresh Coconut and Cotton. This has notes of coconut, coastal breeze, and beachside cotton. Compliment getter. Wear it on its own, it's strong. Layer it with other things, it's perfect. Just spray it on your clothes, it's perfect. It's a beachy, coconutty, kind of drier sheet kind of smell that is just good. It is just good. So yeah, if this is another one that I feel like, because I keep mentioning the little kids, because you know, once you get to secondary, I mean, I've had students say, oh, you smell good, but they're not really on you. You know, they're not up on you like the littles. So they might, I can see you getting a lot of hugs with this too, because you just smell so clean and good and fresh and coconutty. Yeah, it's a good one. Fresh coconut and cotton. Okay, so I also wanted to mention some fragrance mist that were not Bath & Body Works. This is the one that I knocked over, the top fell off. This is the Chorosa 62 fragrance mist that goes with the perfume. So I just wanted to mention it because if you don't want to, you know, spend the money on the perfume, you can get the fragrance mist and spray yourself down, and the fragrance mist lasts a good amount of time also. And if you're like me, I take my fragrance mist with me to work in my bag to freshen up if I need to. A lot of days, I'm still smelling so good, not trying to brag, I'm just telling it like it is, that I don't have to freshen up. But some days, when you be hot and you be sweating, you be running, you be going fire drill outside, this and that and the other, you know, you might need to top up a little bit. So this is a good option, a good alternative if you don't want to spend the money on the perfume. So I wanted to mention it. And I also wanted to mention another fragrance mist from the Sol de Janeiro line. I didn't mention any of the limited edition ones. So I chose the two that I felt like would be easy reaches to go to work. This Easy Sweet. This Chorosa 68. It's got the Baccarat Ariana Grande Cloud vibe. So it's an easy reach to me. It's just a little pinker than those fragrances. So let's say you love Baccarat, but you don't want to wear Baccarat every day to go to work. Let's say you have Cloud, but you don't want to wear that perfume every day and go through it and every day to work. But I would think, see me, I'm the type, if I had Baccarat and I had Cloud, I'm the type I'd wear Cloud to work. And then if some days if I want to, I wear Baccarat because I just wear what I want to wear. So, but if I was trying to save money, that's what I would do. But let's say you have Cloud and you just don't want to wear a perfume to work. Some people just don't want to wear a perfume to work. This is a good alternative. It's pretty, it's pink. You know, you can carry it with you to touch up, freshen up if you need to. So these were the two Sol de Janeiro mists that I decided to choose from, you know, because number one, you can throw them in your bag. They're not glass. They're easy to, you know, throw in your bag and touch up if you want to. And they're easy reaches, because I know the other ones that are part of the regular line, Chorosa 40 to me is not just easy reach. Even though I love it, I don't feel like it's one you can grab and go easily for some people. I know that was very hit or miss. So these were the two safe choices I felt like for the Sol de Janeiro mist. So I wanted to mention those in this video. So y'all, those are my recommendations for smelling good, what to wear back to school, teacher edition, you know, staff, everybody, but we call it a teacher edition. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you would wear going back to school. If you're a teacher especially, tell me. What you wearing going back to work? If you're just going to work in general, tell me your favorite number. Let's do this. Tell me your go-to perfume, your go-to work perfume, and then tell me your go-to work fragrance mist. I would love to know, because I'm the type, I just wear what I want. So just tell me in the comments down below. I would love to know. And please share this video with everybody, because we are still trying to grow. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.